up, everybody? It's Ian again. I am coming down from Sacramento, Folsom area, from Northern California, right there, yeah. So Sacramento, Folsom area. Anyways, I was visiting some friends up here and had a good time watching the Pacquiao Timothy Bradley fight, which was pretty awesome. There were some good undercard fights on last night as well, so that was pretty good. Didn't feel like we wasted money. But anywho, we ended up watching the fight at my buddy's house because I told them on the way up here to verify that wherever we were going was going to actually have the fight, and sure enough, one of them assumed that this Buffalo Wild Wings was going to show it, and of course we get there and they're not showing it, and then we get there and talk to the waitresses and are asking them where else would be showing the fight, and they couldn't list off any places. So we end up Googling and Yelping and calling all these bars and restaurants, sports bars, and the sports bars had boxing on, so that was awesome. Apparently they didn't care about making money for whatever reason. But anywho, it was all good. We ended up just watching his place, like I said, and then we ended up getting pizza from Chicago Fire, which is a local restaurant chain up here in Sacramento, Folsom area. So my buddy works for them at the Palladio Shopping Center, and we ended up just getting some bomb-ass pizza. Super good. Aside from that, it was nice to see them, catch up. I haven't seen them since last year, or Christmas time, roughly. And trying to plan some trips for them to come down for like Comic-Con, or just to visit San Diego in general, or just because I'm trying to get them to move down there, and they need to do that, but they're hard-headed, what do you know. Anywho, other updates. We visited this Prairie City State Vehicle Recreation Area, and because I was searching for places to take my car, like some dirt roads or something, and this place popped up. It looked pretty cool. Called, went there. The gal at the kiosk or whatever, the gate, she said, "Oh yeah, you can take your car here. We had a rally car come by yesterday, blah blah blah." I'm like, "Oh sweet." So we get there, and it's mostly dirt biking and just off-road vehicle use. Not like, they didn't have too much car friendly or normal car ride friendly flat dirt gravel area for me to play in, so it kind of sucked. I actually ended up scraping my front spoiler, the bottom part of the lip, and a lot of you people know that I have the DIY Home Depot front lip on there, so thank God that was on, or else there'd be more damage. But I actually ended up scraping the top of it, like right above, and which kind of sucks, but at the same time I'm actually going to do another DIY front lip spoiler, kind of like a rally style front lip spoiler, and we're going to see how that works. Trying to get that trying to make that happen sometime this spring break, so I won't have the problem anymore. But I'm probably gonna have to buy like touch-up paint and go to town on it a little bit, just to prevent the paint from chipping even more. So it's kind of a bummer, but you know, lesson learned. I should have just put it on before I went, because I had a little temporary piece that I was thinking about putting on. It's that garden liner edging. It's a thick black plastic, and I was going to put it on, double tape it onto the garage door seal, and just create a temporary protector front lip. But that's what happens when you get lazy and procrastinate. So anywho, that was kind of a bummer, but then we ended up doing some runs on, I think this road's called Latrobe Raod up here near Folsom and Prairie City, so, and El Dorado Hills, so that was cool, and I'll put the footage of that video up shortly so you guys can see. It was a nice, beautiful road, nothing wrong with the asphalt at all, very nicely paved, beautiful scenery in the country, but not too far away from the houses or anything, you know, civilization. So just I'm on my way down to the actual East Bay area, not Sacramento area. See my family and work on this car, clean it up. I'm gonna do my first clay bar and wax on this car. It's kind of sad. I haven't done that yet, but I've only owned my car for a few months. I think since October of 2013. What is it, April now? So I took it through latter part of fall and then into all of winter. And in the morning, I noticed some condensation buildup on the hood and some other parts of the front part of my the paint, everything that's facing forward. I see some like residue from driving in the snow to Big Bear a few times that I need to get off there, all the contaminants, because I'm trying to protect my paint. Obviously you guys know clay barring will take off that surface contaminant layer, but it actually won't eat into your clear coat unless you go to town on it, which, I mean, you shouldn't do that. But there's some pretty good tutorials online. I watched Auto by Tel. I'm subscribed to them, and they have a McGuire's car care paint specialist on there explaining how to do the clay barring and the waxing and all kinds of stuff. So if you guys have any questions, just watch that. But I'm going to go ahead. I bought Mother's just because it was like $1 or $2 cheaper, but it's pretty comparable. It's like, you know, you're just paying for name brand at that point. But they're pretty comparable. Mother's and McGuire's. I know there's some other brands out there, so you guys might have your own personal preference, which is cool. So I can't wait to get rid of that nasty layer. And then there's also crap on my windshield. And I'm going to clay bar that too, just so it's a clear view of, you know, obviously the road. But I definitely noticed some imperfections on the paint and on my windshield when there's condensation in the morning, you know, that morning dew on the car. I can see what needs to be worked on, and it definitely needs to be cleared off. So probably end up doing that every 3 or 4 months. I think that's a recommended guideline. So I'll definitely make that happen, and I'm excited to do that. What else? Other projects? Oh, an update as far as the roof rack goes. The Yakima Load Warrior big basket I had on top of my car. I love that thing, but at the same time, I was thinking about selling it because of the gas mileage and the wind noise. So right now, it's actually pretty quiet here because I don't have that big drag factor from the fairing and the bars. And on the way up to the Bay Area from San Diego, I averaged I'd say about 75 miles per hour. That's where I was cruising at for the most part. And we averaged about 20 to 21 miles per gallon with a full load in the car as well. But then I took it off, and now I'm averaging, I would say, I was 23 to 24 miles per gallon driving up to Sac from Tracy yesterday with the basket off. So you're adding about 3 miles per gallon, which is, I mean, some people will argue, oh, that's not that big a deal, but I don't know, to me it's kind of a big deal because every little bit counts. You know, everybody's trying to save money to buy more car parts. But so just an FYI, just know what you're getting into when you choose like racks, you know, for the top of your car. Because I know we all get these Subaru, well, I shouldn't say that. Not all of us get Subarus to make them functional vehicles. Some of us get them to stance them out and do whatever to slam them to where you make them completely unfunctional, which is, I guess that's cool for them, but not for me. I like to actually make use of my vehicle and have fun with it. You can't even drive fast when you stance your car out like that because your tires will freaking tear on you. And yeah, I'll stop before I go on a rant. But anyways, just know what you're getting into when you decide to get like a roof rack and whatever accessories you're going to put on there. It's great to add more dimensions for capacity when you're carrying and traveling, so that's awesome. But as far as daily driving, if you do a lot of commuting in your cars, just keep that in mind, obviously, because you want to get pretty good MPG. Who doesn't want it to do that? So just know that Yakima Load Warrior will take about anywhere from 3 to 4 MPGs off of your normal miles per gallon. So I'll stop talking now, so you guys won't shoot yourself listening to my voice. But I will see you guys next time. Take care.